Hello everyone, this is AlloPack here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to AlloPack Sports. Today is a jam-packed episode. I'm either going to release it Saturday or Sunday, but this is a really good episode because we have a lot to talk about. From Lagway officially throwing again to fall camp has officially started. Talking season is almost over. We got 29 days until Gator football starts. Along with that, we have other things like Aaron Gase is healthy, only after 8 months of being removed from his surgery. And we have first talks about the elite offensive line and defensive line. All here on AlloPack Sports. So, first thing we're going to get started is officially fall camp. So this week, fall camp started. At the beginning of the week, there was rumors going around that DJ was in a boot, which, like I said earlier this week, I knew about that. I knew entirely about the boot thing the following week, or the week before. But now we have talks that he is out the boot. We have pictures he's out the boot. He is also throwing. If you haven't been on Twitter, or anybody has been on Twitter at all, or you've been living under a rock, all the rivals of fucking Florida have been talking mad crap because they were saying that Lagway wasn't throwing. We need to show them proof he's throwing. He's out. Some of them even had the audacity to think he's going to be out for the season already. No. When I talked about earlier this week, when the injury, and I said it was minor, I meant it. I don't know what's got through the rivals' heads of thinking it was going to be a major injury, but it wasn't. It was not a major injury at all. I saw like a tweet of one of my own Gator fans, one of the own Gators, saying, oh, it was actually a minor injury after all. I was like, bro, if they say it's a minor injury, it's a minor injury. No questions. Until they say it's not, it's a minor injury. So he is out of the boot. He is throwing. This is what I want to say to you, all you rival fans. Suck it. Because the fact that he is throwing, y'all are screwed. And we weren't expecting him to actually do anything this week. Well, today, the last day of the week, Lagway started throwing. Like, he got off the boot a lot sooner than we expected. So, he is throwing. When he threw during the fall camp, he threw for 23 passes. 22 out of 23 were complete. And there were different passes like short routes, like the comeback ones. We also got the deep routes, the streaks, the slants. All of them. He did all of them. And he completed 22 out of 23. Yes, that's of course not against the defense, but that's still good. That means his accuracy is really great compared to FSU. Because seeing some of the FSU camp stuff, apparently their O-line can't block for crap. Or either O-line or D-line, it's whichever one is still abysmal. The wide receivers can't catch anything at all. I've seen a lot of drops. So yeah, very abysmal for FSU fans right now. I don't think they're going to do very well this season. But Lagway has shown to be competent enough and able to get majority of his passes, but one completed, which is really good. It means his arm's not bothering him much either. Overall he is looking complete. He looks healthy. He looks fit. There's a picture of him right beside Napier. I will show up right here or here. And he just looks so great. So great. Does he have a bionic arm or leg? Because they've been showing his leg and not his arm, but his leg been covered. Let's say. And a lot of people are making jokes and trolling like, does he have a bionic leg? I thought he had a bionic arm, but he has a bionic leg now? It's jokes. He does not have a bionic leg. I don't think that way you go for. That might not even go with the NCAA's rules either. Because I don't think football players are allowed to have the stuff that if they lost a leg, have that in the game or anything like that. Never had one do that before, so we never know. But moving on from that, I put down here Heisman question mark. I know a lot of people are talking about Lenore Sailors. Nobody's talking about Carson Beck. Carson Beck's not even in the picture. Lenore Sailors, and there's a few others, but DJLagway's up there with them. And I'm genuinely expecting a Heisman race with Lagway this year. I expect him to go up to wherever they hold it this year. If he doesn't win it, oh well. But I expect him to go up there this year. And maybe next year he'll win it, if he's as good as we think he is. But Heisman is not that far-fetched for Lagway at all. And yeah, we'll have rival fan bases coming here like Miami. Oh, 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Tap. Get your crusty ass fingers off those keyboards and those phones. Seriously. Get your crusty ass fingers off them. It's not helping y'all any. Because y'all's team don't look good at all. Like, seriously. They don't. And that also moves me on to the next topic of our video. The elite offensive line and defensive line. So, I watched the Josh Pate video today. He talked about the three things he wants, three questions he has for the Florida Gators this season. And one of them was the offensive and defensive line. And he gave them a compliment. He said they are really, really good on both sides. And which I agree. We got majority of our production back. We have the best center in all of college football. Jake Slaughter back. On top of that, we have other players who were supposed to go to the draft back. And then we also got the 5 stars on top of that are there. Like McCray. So, I'm just saying, that offensive and defensive line is going to look elite this year. If we can win the trenches, that opens up the possibility of deep passes and all that. It's going to be a really good season for the offensive and defensive line. That's probably the most improved aspect of the team. So, there's been the people now complimenting and, like Josh Pate, buying in on the offensive and defensive line for Florida. Because that will be most likely the place where it will go down of how we are either going to win 10 games, 11 games, 12 games, or we're going to lose 5, 6, 7, 8 games. It will come down to the offensive and defensive line. Yes, we got weapons, but you need that offensive and defensive line to be really good so they win the battle of the trenches. All right, moving on. Coach Napier. On with the picture I showed you on either side. I can't remember where I'm gonna put it. He was with DJLagway, but he was rocking a very unique color scheme today as his clothing. Yeah, it's hot outside, sun's speeding down, but this is the first time we ever seen him wear white on white. It's something that's never seen from Napier, and I just wanted to put it in here and say that's so cool. I can't wait to see what else he chalks up with that. Or it could be hinting to something. We don't know. We do not know. But it was cool to just put it in here and say, hey, our boy Napier rocking some good stuff. Yes. On to the next thing. Fall camp has officially started. As I said before at the beginning of the video, fall camp has officially started. Players are now in midst of their full rotation of doing what they need to do, getting better, getting more reps. The wide receiver room just dominating. I've heard the D-line was giving the O-line a bit of trouble a few days ago. Specifically Tyreek Sapp. Because if you've ever seen the video and his interview of recent, he said that he will make, quote by quote, he will make the O-line regret practicing or make them hate practice. And so he is living up to that. The D-line has been pushing the O-line a lot more harder, making them a lot more better, per se. But it looks like the O-line and D-line are progressing really great. And D-line especially, that D-line is going to be nasty this year. I wouldn't be shocked if a lot of offensive lines crumble against that D-line. Specifically like Kentucky and Ole Miss and them. The ones that are notorious for having a very bad offensive line, especially LSU. Their offensive line is bad. So there's a possibility they can make some plays off that. But yeah, fall camp has started. It's supposed to go into at least, I think, next 2 or 3 more weeks. And then we're going to, I think the last week, we're going to transition over to preparation for the very first game against LIU. The cupcake game, the one that's going to be pretty much training to see how, and showcase of see how our players are doing and stuff. So, fall camp's underway. I will try my best to try to keep up with everything. I'm not the greatest at that. If you want truly everything, I will go over to High Top, and they do have really good people on that, like Cody, David, and all of them. They're really great at that. All right, on to and that leads into talking season as well. Talking season goes alongside fall camp. Talking season is almost over. It's almost over. The season starts in 29 days. 29 days. Less than a month. In less than a month, it's going to be put up or shut up. Especially for in-state rivals. FSU, you have to beat Bama. I think y'all playing Bama the first week. Miami, y'all play Notre Dame. Y'all's first week. If I ain't wrong, y'all gotta beat Notre Dame. If y'all don't beat Notre Dame, y'all not gonna beat Florida. That's straight up. If y'all do beat Notre Dame, I'll be like, okay, we might actually have a game on our hands. But if you don't beat Notre Dame, your team's going to really be demoralized. Especially if Notre Dame comes in and wrecks y'all's crap. That would demoralize your team real bad. And then we're going to be stuck picking up the pieces of an already demoralized team. And it's going to be just sad. So I'm looking forward to seeing how y'all do against Notre Dame. Same with FSU and Alabama, which I don't expect FSU to win that game at all. Like I said, seeing their practice and the videos that came through, there's a video of I think either a D-line or O-line, like I said, D-line or O-line, missing blocks against a still target. You know those little dummies that are like, they're just sitting still and you just gotta go. He missed it and face planted right into it. Bro, that's so bad. That just looks so bad. I don't know why y'all posted that. Like, it baffles me. And on top of that, I was talking with one of my Gator fans earlier. If they do really bad, like let's say FSU goes 2-10 again this year, are they gonna fire Mike Norvell? Well, he responded, I was like, no, they won't, because they can't afford it, which is right. I think that FSU cannot afford the buyout for Mike Norvell right now, and so they're stuck with him. They're stuck with him leading this program to a state where they don't want it back there. Like they don't want it there. Legit. You don't want that program to be that state. Because there's programs that can get to that state and they don't come back. They do not come back at all. So all this rivals and stuff it's about to be put up or shut up. Legit. Put up or shut up. Same for let's say, I think is it Georgia or Bama? No, someone's playing Clemson. I think it might be Georgia. Whoever it is, I think they got to prove as well what they're doing. But 29 days, put up or shut up, spot the ball. It's going to happen. Either you're going to win your games or you're not going to win your games. And this first week, some of these teams like FSU and Miami, our in-state rivals, have a challenge ahead of them. If they can go into that game and beat their opponent, then I'm going to start thinking otherwise about them. Miami, specifically you and your fan base, you have to go into Notre Dame or that Notre Dame game and win. Because if you don't and they wax you across that field, that's just going to increase our ego a lot more, but also will increase the confidence of our team to come in there and wax y'all at your home. And I don't believe in this, we lost week 1, we're going to come back with a vengeance crap. Not y'all. Y'all did something last year that was unforgivable, you're not coming to that game to wax us. Y'all come into that game for it to be a slaughter. And we're going to slaughter. Our team is going to whoop y'all so bad. I promise that. They're going to whoop y'all so bad that they probably would have to try and stop the scoreboard before it gets ugly. If that game in Miami gets uglier than last year's game and we are the one that blows y'all out, that last year game will be considered a fluke. Just because you got Cam Ward. So, talking season is almost over. Season starts in 29 days. Talk your crap now. Once that season starts, it's put up or shut up. It's put up or shut up. Alright, Aaron Gates. Back onto the fall practice. Aaron Gates is healthy. This man suffered a ACL injury. Had surgery 8 months ago. He is supposed to be one of our really good DBs. He is now at fall camp playing like he didn't even have surgery at all. He is healthy. For the first time in a while, Aaron Gates is healthy. He's in a non-contact jersey. He is balls to the wall doing things 100%. This right here excites me on the defense side because our defense is already looking very stacked. But with Aaron Gates there, our defense has went from stacked to even more stacked than it was. And that excites me because this defense may be really, really good this season. I don't know if I'll compare it to Georgia's defenses, but it's getting there. The talent gap between us and Georgia is decreasing by the year. So it really excites me for the defensive line. Onward from that, we have wide receivers are balling out at fall practice. Dallas Wilson, Eugene Wilson, Sturdivant, Montgomery, Deshaun Montgomery, bro, they're all balling out. Like, dude, especially with the plays with Lagway in it, they're balling out like crazy. Dallas Wilson, I think, was the more notable one out of all of them that was truly putting on a show. That or Eugene, one of the Wilsons were putting on a real show, and that excites me because what makes this offense so exciting this year is, yeah, we got a really good, hopefully a really good offensive line. But normally players or teams usually have that one really good player that you just throw it to and you know he'll always catch the ball. We, on our hand, have Dallas Wilson, Eugene Wilson, Sturdivant, Deshaun Montgomery. There was one other. But you get what I mean. We don't only have one player that we can throw to it constantly and they constantly catch it. We have 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them in our wide receiver room that are capable of doing that. On top of the ones that are probably behind them that could possibly be even greater because we don't know how they are. But this wide receiver room is probably the most stacked wide receiver room I have seen in my, let's say, 16 to 18 years of being a Florida Gator fan. It has been the most stacked I've ever seen. And so that excites me. The wide receivers are just balling out in fall practice. No, there was probably only one time. No, that wasn't even a drop either. None of them ever have dropped the ball during fall practice. FSU fans, you gotta take notes on that. Your players are dropping balls like crazy. But none of ours have dropped balls at all practice. The only one that's reason why that one drop, or wasn't even drop, DJ just overthrew it, and that's just a slight accuracy issue. Was because he overthrew it to the receiver, so there was no drops. All right, let's move on from that. On to the final topic. Miami fans. Y'all are the bane of our existence this offseason. Y'all have been a bane of our existence. Reason number one, y'all go back that 42-17, whatever the fucking bullshit ass score it was. Yes, y'all won in our home. Y'all beat us. Oh, fucking whip-de-doo. Can y'all do it again? Is the question. Because apparently that was your Super Bowl of that year, because you didn't do much of anything else at all. Y'all didn't win your ACC championship. Y'all didn't get into the playoffs. Y'all didn't win a national championship. All you can say is you beat us. And that amounts into nothing. While we went on ahead, and y'all even lost, I think y'all even lost in y'all's Pop-Tart Bowl. Like, my mans. Seriously? While we went 8-5, we beat ranked opponents who, by all means, y'all did not play any of your ranked opponent at all during your schedule. None were ranked. We beat 2. So, I've been hearing Miami fans all across Twitter constantly, just constantly trolling us, thinking that last year's game was all that. Newsflash. New year, we're gonna beat y'all. And if you think our players didn't hold a grudge from that game, think again. Think very, very much again. Don't be surprised if it's something similar to the FSU situation, where they planted a flag in the middle of your stadium. And even though it's not your stadium, because you got rid of the stadium, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that stadium's filled up with nothing but Gator fans. Don't be surprised. Talking season is almost over. Y'all delusional fan base are about to get little brothered. And you can bookmark this or clip this or all you want. That's the truth. This has been AlloPack. AlloPack Sports. Signing off. And to you Miami fans out there, 29 days. 29 days left. Signing off. Goodbye, y'all.